So if you talk to any real estate agent, there are 3 golden rules about buying land in Alaska, right?
Yeah.
1, never buy land off the internet. 2, never buy land sight unseen.
And 3, never, ever buy it in the dead of winter.
And naturally, we did all 3.
But not only did we survive it, we actually thrived in it. And we've learned a lot of lessons along the way. So we're going to take you back to the beginning of our journey, what worked, what really didn't work, and how you too could have your own slice of heaven. It all started after a cruise back in 2018. We fell in love with Alaska instantly. Over 8 years, we made 16 trips up here, exploring every corner we could. And that's lesson number 1. Alaska is huge. Fairbanks in the interior is nothing like Juneau in the southeast. You really have to come visit and see what resonates with you before you hand over any money.
When we were trying to figure out where we wanted to live, I had a grand romantic vision of a tiny little dry cabin in the woods.
Nope.
Nope.
No. And I was a practical one. I wanted us to be successful. And being successful means that we needed to be realistic. There were some non-negotiables for me that at first you were like, sure, I can hold.
Sorry, Jet's the one panting.
Yeah.
Here, I'll hold this out here. Here's Jet. He's the one panting. It's not us.
Yeah, I'm not panting. So I was a practical one saying, no, I want us to be successful. So to be successful, we had to be realistic of we're not going to haul water in the middle of winter, -30. We are too old for that. No, not that you can't. Being realistic with our capabilities and abilities. So my mindset was we need running water and electricity.
Hey, I found that out last weekend getting water from the spring, hauling just, 41.7 pounds up the hill to the car. Like, okay.
It's only 5 gallons of water. That would last you like 5, maybe 7 days.
I would ration it.
So turns out, I was the practical one, and you actually agreed that we should be more practical.
I gave in, as I always do.
So,
strong like bull.
So how did we find the land? The same way everyone else does. You go online, you look at Facebook, and you talk to people. But Judy's going to tell you how we really did find the land.
This local real estate agent posted a video on YouTube of the first piece of property, and it looked really interesting. So I sent it to Cindy and said, could this be the one? Check this out.
And I can tell you exactly what I was doing. I was driving home from church on a Sunday afternoon, pulled over to watch the video.
Why wasn't I driving home from church? Was I skipping out?
You were going to a different church at the time.
Oh, okay.
You were a heathen. We ultimately fell in love with the Mat-Su Valley, specifically Willow. First of all, it's dog mushing central. We love the Iditarod and we love our dogs. Plus, it hit all our non-negotiables. Road system access, churches nearby, groceries 30 minutes away, medical care 40 minutes out, and gorgeous wilderness right in our budget.
Perfect view of Denali. This rocks. Thanks God. Since we were nearly 4,000 miles away in Ohio, we had to do our homework. Alaska has a lot of bogs and marshland, so we spent hours studying burrow topography, studying maps, making sure we weren't buying in swampland. You even have to pay attention to what kind of trees grow. For example, spruce tends to grow in wet areas, and birch tends to grow in a little bit drier area. We actually have a mix of black spruce, birch, and even some aspen, and maybe a little bit of cottonwood in our area. We reached out to our nearest neighbor on Facebook, and he was so kind, he actually took pictures to confirm that there wasn't a mountain of trash after the snow melted. We wanted to make sure that the property wasn't full of debris, old cars, and whatnot, because that happens a lot here. There it is. First footprint in the snow on our land. Nice and quiet here. I hear dogs in the background. Tomorrow we come back with boots. Are you throwing snowballs at me?
In December 2021, we made the offer, and in May 2022, we finally set foot on it. There was still 3 foot of snow and a massive plow berm we had to climb over. Oh, and there were mosquitoes too. We stood in those woods, prayed over the property, and knew in our hearts we were right where we were supposed to be.
We were up here visiting, seeing the other piece of property, right? And we spotted this one. And we saw this little cabin, and we saw the shed, and we saw the outhouse. And we said,
I wonder if this person would be willing to sell. And we actually prayed and asked God for it. And then what happened?
then we contacted him. I texted him, and it took him, a couple of months to respond, right? And then he said, yeah, I would be interested in selling.
And the rest, as they say, is history. By November, we came back up to fix up the small cabin and shed so we could camp on our own property.
You might have to try this.
Okay.
I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's trying. So while she's doing that, I'll show you around. Looks the same as it did yesterday. Cold, snowy. We got hear the snow. Got a canoe, got a ladder. All that stuff is frozen to the ground. Good job. Sure, beautiful work. Oh, there's a key laying right there on the ground. Hold on. Look at that. We moved the dresser in. We got it full of stuff. We got it all swept out. We got a little seat for doing projects. We got stuff hanging on the wall. Got our snow shovels. We did a good job yesterday.
Good work.
To the cabin we go. And about 20 minutes later, no, maybe a half hour later, we got semi-organized. We got the stove. That stove's going to end up being a planter. It can't be used for, or maybe we cook outside, but we definitely can't use it inside. Big old bag of trash. Somewhat organized. It is way too cold to be filming, so see you later.
God surprised us with the most breathtaking northern lights right over our little lot.
So fast forward to today, and we found a builder to build our Alaskan dream home, and it was a lot of answered prayers.
That's right. So if you're watching this video, I mean, we moved 3,996 miles from door to door.
You can round it up to 4,000.
Is that okay? That's plus or minus 10%?
4,000.
Less than. So if you're sitting at home wondering if you can do this, well, if two girls from the heartland of Ohio can make the move 3,996 miles, you can too. Take the leap of faith. If we can do it, so can you. All right, we're wrapping this video up. Thanks for watching. Time to get more chores done. See ya.
See you in the next one.